Now time for the 7 things you'll be talking about today. Number 7.
We are once again in a place where the U.S. Department of Justice has a lawsuit dangling around our prison system. Unconstitutional overcrowding. Well, people are now asking, well, what's going to happen with the Trump administration in charge? Well, I don't know, because we've been dealing with this thing for decades. And we've been told over and over and over again that they were going to start releasing prisoners, and it's never happened. Governor Kay Ivey's office insists the state remains committed to constitutional prison conditions, including building new prisons. But neither the DOJ nor Alabama's Attorney General Steve Marshall have clarified exactly what will happen next in this lawsuit. And again, we've been hearing about this threat to take over the prison system for decades.
Number 6.
State Representative Chris Pringle, the co-chair of Alabama's Reapportionment Committee. This is the guy right now that is saying we are going to lose 1 of 7 congressional seats in the 2030 census due to slower population growth compared to states like Texas and Florida, echoing concerns raised by quote-unquote experts. But we've heard this before. We heard this in the 2020 census, that we were going to lose a congressional seat. Despite retaining all seats in 2020, Alabama's Black Belt and small cities like Anniston and Decatur. Decatur's losing people? Is that happening? Are facing population and declines, which could reduce the state's political influence if the growth strategy falters. Plus, there are calls right now to count only citizens for reapportionment. That could help the state.
Number 5.
State Representative Tommy Haynes has a bill that would officially rename the Gulf of Mexico as the Gulf of America. The only reason I bring this up is because I want to talk about James Spann and what a pathetic social media presence he has sometimes. I know, I'm taking a shot at James Spann, and I'm not allowed to do this, but let me do this. Let me cook, as the kids say. James Spann, he put a post out from one of his followers, and that person had put a map out that had Gulf of America on it. And a bunch of his crybaby followers went after him. So what did he do? Like the people pleaser on social media always try to do? Okay, I'm sorry, I'm not a Nazi, I'll delete it. And then what happened when he did that? Everyone else started attacking him for being a little bitch. Because that's exactly what he was being. Do not give in to the mob. It's Gulf of America. I grew up on the Gulf of America. We always called it that. Don't call me a liar.
Number 4.
All right, Birmingham, Alabama was ranked the best U.S. city for what? What do you think it is? Crime? I don't know, best aim by your citizens? I mean, what are we talking about here? The best stabbings? What are we discussing? No, that would be Birmingham, England. Somehow, Birmingham, Alabama was ranked as the best U.S. city for Easter celebrations. Yes, and here's how they made the list. Probably the best hats at church or something. But here's the list they actually had. They had the most churches per capita, 6th most, by the way. The highest Christian population percentage, with over 52% of residents identifying as Christians. The 6th most nationally. It was not just having the most churches per capita, by the way. They also have the 16th per capita number of flower and gift shops. So happy Easter to my friends in Birmingham.
Number 3.
$24 billion a year Americans spend on Peeps. I assume that's what everybody spends their Easter money on, because that's what I spend it on. The pro-porn movement in Alabama is getting a little support. No longer do you just have to send child porn to legislators. And now you can just put up ads like the Consumer Technology Association did. They launched an ad campaign opposing a proposed child safety bill that would require tech companies to verify users' ages to protect minors from online harm. Hurry! Somebody stop them! What are they doing? They're trying to protect the children. Luckily, an Apple-aligned group has popped up, and they are now targeting lawmakers, arguing that this will kill innovation and will push away the tech sector from the state. Are you trying to tell me that Apple's going to be like, hey, you're trying to protect kids? No. We want them to look at porn. And if they're not going to look at porn, we're not coming to your state. Is that the argument Apple's making? I don't think it is.
Number 2.
United States Senator Chris Van Hollen, a Democrat of Maryland, accomplished his dream yesterday of meeting with a wife-beating, human trafficking MS-13 member, Kilmar Abrego Garcia, in El Salvador. Even though the nation's president mocked the move, saying this, Kilmar Abrego Garcia miraculously risen from the death camps and torture, now sipping margaritas with Senator Van Hollen in the tropical paradise of El Salvador. He then tweeted this: now that he's been confirmed healthy, he gets the honor of staying in El Salvador's custody. What a beast. What an absolute beast. He shows up at the White House dressed like a Miami drug dealer, and then he goes back and says, hey, we're going to keep this guy in jail longer. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. They're sharing all of his records, all the stuff that he's done, the fact that he's an MS-13 member, and Democrats are just falling more and more in love every single day. Every single day.
Time for the number 1 thing you'll be talking about today.
Speaker of the Alabama State House, Nathaniel Ledbetter, and State Senate Pro Tem Greg Reed both were invoking cloture to halt Democratic filibusters for the first time of the 2025 session. Might I recommend they should have done it sooner? But we don't want to be mean. Be pricks, man. That's all you got to do. Do your job. That's it. That's it. Why did they invoke cloture? To start getting bills passed, like the Child Online Safety Bill, or the Gulf of America bill, which we've already talked about, or some tax measures. State Representative Wandling Gavan, a Democrat out of Birmingham, criticized the move, arguing it silenced minority voices on the contentious issues. Yeah, that's literally what a cloture does. Do you not understand? Yeah. They clotured us and made us stop talking. Yeah, no kidding. That's exactly right. That's what it's for. What are we talking about? The tactic finally signals a more aggressive strategy by Republicans in the supermajority. It heightened partisan tensions, but guess what? Who cares? You can shut them down. Democrats vow to counter GOP dominance in future debates. How? How are you going to do that? How? AL.com headlines suggest Democrats were silenced so the GOP could pass red meat bills. As if it's like nefarious or something. I mean, it's not untrue. It's just a stupid headline written by a stupid person. I mean, there it is. Bobby Singleton said the changing of the archives in history. That's what they're mad about. Why can't our archives and history board be gayer? Why? Why can't we make it gayer? Don't worry about it. Okay? Don't worry about it. You have no power here. The only power you have is what Republicans allow you to have in the Alabama legislature. Okay? So stop it. Just stop. Stop the nonsense. But yes, they clotured them. They're silencing Democrats. Yes, that's what a cloture is. Congratulations. You figured it out. Let's take a quick time out because the 7 things, of course, brought to you by my friends over there at 2 Men in a Truck. Yes, I love 2 Men in a Truck. And if you don't love them, well, you're wrong. Because you'll get 2 men, a truck, and so much.
Get WVNN's Dale Jackson's 7 things you should be talking about today right in your email box every morning. Go to yellowhammernews.com and sign up today.